Warning, this podcast contains Hotline Bling.
Was it funny the first time?
Nope.
Not even to Dora the Explorer. I'm the map.
That was Matt that said that.
What's up, everyone, and welcome to the ASOTV podcast for American Horror Story Hotel, Season 5, Episode 10, She Gets Revenge. I'm your host, Dom. With me, my Drake-loving co-host, Nikki.
She's gonna hurt you.
My other Drake-loving co-host, Mike. 2 out of 3. Let's see. Can we go for 3 out of 3? And my Justin Bieber-loving co-host, Rachel.
Really?
Really?
You're supposed to flip him the bird.
No, that's what he wants.
Oh, okay.
2 out of 3 still isn't bad. So, what'd you guys think of this episode?
Much better than last week's.
Was actually pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Despite Hotline Bling.
I walked away for that, so I didn't see it.
Actually, the hotline... Yeah.
It was kind of awkward. It was like he wasn't even... It was like he was dancing to a different song.
Yeah, it kind of felt that way.
Yep.
But he was mouthing the words to it, so...
It felt like he was dancing to a different song. Have you seen the music video?
That is true.
Yeah.
Because, seriously, Drake looks like he's dancing to any other song but this one.
And that's the whole joke of the internet, and that's why they have it spliced to so many other songs.
Mm-hmm.
Drake putting Christmas ornaments on your Christmas tree.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so this episode's first coming of Hotline Bling was utterly cringeworthy and made me want to shoot myself.
I
Like a couple of
enjoyed the first scene.
The second coming of Hotline Bling, I was clapping like a seal.
Or what are you making the noise to?
Or,
Please tell me you're making the noise.
Seal. There. I'm a Pokemon
Okay.
now.
you're a Pokemon.
Seal.
Fuck.
No, Seal didn't sing Hotline Bling. Seal sang Kiss from a Rose.
And the other lane moment that was cringeworthy is when the Countess goes, "Who's the mouse now? Oh, who's the little mouse now?"
I loved that.
It's like,
She said it.
dude.
She said it so out of character that I was like, I wonder how many takes they made her do this before she said, "Fuck it, take that take," because it's not happening again. Like
This
she
is
just.
something I would say, though. That's why I think I liked it.
I don't know, like, as much as I dislike the Hotline Bling song by Drake, like, watching Donovan dance to it was actually really funny. And then, yeah, like Mike said, the
Absolutely.
final scene with Hotline Bling was actually really good. Iris and Liz going guns blazing, and you're just
Wow.
like, what?
I mean, I wasn't on last week's episode either. Was Dom
Right.
for us, but I know when we watched it, we said that Iris was gonna come back and she was gonna run the freaking hotel. What was the plan that?
I've been
Liz
saying that
and
for
her
a
hat-
while.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness,
it's a
So-
good plan.
it's a great plan.
But I'm gonna ask you, Nikki, you being like the biggest like hater, I should say, of Drake. Right?
Okay, of Drake.
of
I'm like-
Drake. What was more cringeworthy? Was Hotline Bling, was that scene more cringeworthy for you, or was Iris's tribute video to herself more cringeworthy?
No, I was like, oh, Iris, you're so adorable, doing the cute computer things.
See,
You
now-
were rolling your eyes.
I was not.
I almost walked out of the room for it.
Okay,
No, it
I
was
wanna know
good.
what the cat-
It was cute, but the look on your face at first was just like
I
utter
was-
confusion.
Yeah,
It was probably the music choice.
yeah.
So
Also, like, you know, the like, I am Iris. It's like,
hear
I
me
see
roar.
a freaking flower. That's where I was like, what? And then there's a picture of a monkey holding a tiger. I was like, what?
Yeah, I don't know what any of that
Is
had
it a
to do with
rainbow?
Iris. I don't get it at all.
Maybe we just don't know Iris that well.
I guess not. You know,
Maybe
maybe
she
she
likes-
was a circus performer at some point. You know, maybe that was a little throwback to her freak show days.
She was a cat wrangler.
You know?
Crazy cat lady?
She was holding the cat. What happened to the cat? I want to know what happened to the cat.
That cat looked like it was photoshopped.
They did.
You don't.
It really
I
did.
don't know. It was really funny though.
That whole video looked Photoshop. It was like a 1990 like clip art music video. Like that's what that looked
And
like.
you know, that whole time I'm sitting there, the scene, and Iris is like preparing the gun. She's, checking out the magazine. She's, loading it and all that stuff. I'm like, the whole time I'm sitting there dreading, like she's just gonna be like, fuck it and shoot Liz. Like
I
that's
thought
what I was
maybe
thinking
for it.
too.
I thought Liz's son was gonna shoot her.
I don't know. I definitely thought Iris was going to take Liz out.
Well, when I saw that,
And I was
thought
like,
she was too.
Liz
I
is
was
definitely going to have unfinished business now. She's going to be trapped in the hotel, like...
Mm-hmm.
Like
That's
Will
what I
Drake,
thought.
which, where the hell did that come from?
I was like, oh my god, Ramona.
That's why he never
turned
killed
him.
inside the hotel.
Yeah, I was hoping for a split second that Ramona turned him, but then I was like, oh no, that's too easy because then Gaga can just get rid of him again. Like,
Well, how did he get out then?
yeah,
If she
well,
turned him, how would he have gotten out?
Yeah, because he's locked in there with Ramona.
I don't know. She tore his throat out. It was-
yeah, that was.
I told you to kill him off the premises. Haha.
That was great.
He just puffs the smoke in his face, and he just
You-
kind of like he let go in his pants, like, oh, that was so hot.
Mike,
She's
you,
like,
you kind of sounded like
I
Jeff
see.
Goldblum there, Mike.
I wasn't trying to.
You did. Haha.
But yeah, this is just. It was all over the place. This one really was, and it just kind of all came together at the end.
I mean, it was great. Like, I loved Donovan versus Valentino. Like, that was great.
Dude, you have a friggin' sword.
I know.
What do you think she's gonna do when you go scurrying around? You're frightened of the sound of a helicopter, newscopter or
Shoot
something.
yourself.
A traffic helicopter or something like that.
Yeah.
You should be honored to die at its blade. Dude,
Yeah,
screw that.
He does the Indiana Jones. He just whips out a gun and just pops him. It's just boom. He's
Which
great.
Oh,
in like basically at the same time, Countess was doing to Big Mouse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Natasha.
Natasha. I just love that she was killing Natasha and her boyfriend was killing it. It was like, yeah.
It was great. He
So
really was.
upset.
I've had enough of
And they
the actor
and they
that plays
both pulled out a
Tristan.
knife. Yeah.
Really?
And they
Why?
both pulled out a knife. That's what was hilarious.
Why don't you like the Valentino? Why don't you like him?
Why don't you like Dandy? Tell us about it.
I've seen enough of his face to last me.
You've seen enough of his ass too.
That too. Oh my god, so many.
So many butt shots.
There was butt that I didn't need to see tonight.
Yeah.
And when
Alex's
Alex
butt?
walked by naked, and I said, I didn't want to see her butt.
Well, you
I
did.
now have.
Yeah.
It's one butt I didn't want to see.
Because the butt you have seen, it cannot be unseen.
This
It-
is just, should be called the Hotel of Butts. 'Cause it was
Every season, there's just obligatory butt shots everywhere.
This one has more butts.
It does. I mean, it's increasing every season.
This season has far more butts and, nippleless boobs.
Next season's going to take price in a proctologist office. All the butts.
A proctologist office on a space station orbiting the moon.
This sounds like the next installment. of,
moon.
Yeah, I don't know.
sounds
You're the
like-
worst. You're
next
the worst. You
installment
talk
of
about my
Friday the
puns. Oh my god. You have no room to ever talk about my puns again. You're done. You're cut off. The
At
moon.
least Rachel enjoyed it.
What was this, Friday the 13th, 15, Jason Goes to Space 2?
Yeah, that was a horrible movie. I watched that. I had to.
Or it could be like Leprechaun in the Hood.
Leprechauns in the Hood.
That was probably the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. But yeah, I don't know, that whole thing was great. The way they played Donovan and Valentino and Natasha and the Countess, like, oh my god, I just love the way that all went down.
Like mirroring each other, it was great. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you had
I
the
love-
Countess trying to like cash in like the police report fortune, give me his shit is basically what she was doing. And then Donovan just comes strolling in.
No,
Yeah.
Will
Drake.
Will Drake.
Or
Will
Will
from
Drake,
Stroll
rather, yeah.
Plan. Like,
And-
hi, honey. Hello, guys. I'm Will Drake.
Yeah, and Will was just like,
I was admiring the architecture on the 7th floor, and I got lost in the hallways for 2 days.
Yep. Yeah. And then
I love that Donovan right now, he's like, basically, he gives no shits anymore.
He doesn't care if he lives or dies.
No, he doesn't give any care. He doesn't care at all right now. And I love that because now he has nothing to lose and he's just going for it, which he seems like a stronger character now. It's like, you're like,
Gildarth
yes!
is on the same page as me.
Mm-hmm. We said that. Yeah.
You mentioned Alex's ass before. Her and John are kind of getting back together.
Kinda, sort, maybe
John,
not.
you got yourself together. Like there's, something behind those eyes. Like, something looking back at me, actually.
Something notable, yeah.
I'm a serial killer!
Yeah, well, I mean, he's the first time we see him in this episode, he's killing off the people that worshiping the false gods.
Well, the first time we see him, he's putting their ears in a jar
Right.
Yeah.
on the shelf.
I mean, he was warned that love is a distraction. And, I mean, he's got Holden and his wife back. Is he gonna get his last, jar filled?
I love how
He's on his last one.
they both acknowledge the neglect of their other daughter.
Yeah.
That they're
They're just
horrible
both like,
parents.
whatever, she could stay with their grandparents. Like, they just don't care. They're like,
She'll
we
be
are the
better
worst parents of the year.
Yeah, she's probably better off with her grandparents.
Oh,
Probably
well,
is. I mean, her mother's a vampire. Her father's a serial killer, which,
Her brother's a
Alex doesn't
vampire.
know about yet.
And her
Her
brother's
brother's
a
a va-
vampire.
Yeah. So,
And they just shoved a whole ass load of kids in that wall.
yeah. The measles kids.
I mean, Ramona, sees them. She's like, Mama smells appetizers. I'm like, you
don't want those ones.
You don't want those appetizers. You're going to be sick.
That's like truck stop sushi. You don't want that.
Oh, God, don't even.
Stop sushi.
That exists.
It does exist.
What was
So
it?
what if she eats all the kids and all of a sudden she gets the measles and starts dying?
Truck stop
That's
egg
exactly
salad
what
sandwich.
would happen.
That's exactly what's gonna happen.
Hey, look, that was one of the best episodes of Futurama. Truck
Yeah, but-
salad, egg salad sandwich.
I don't think all the kids are getting sick, though. Right? Is it all of them?
Yeah.
They're all
They get
getting
sick.
sick.
Sick. If they don't feed, they get sick.
Yeah. They have to feed in order to stay not sick.
Healthy. Without getting the measles.
So
No,
patient
that's
zero
not-
measles kid is transferring vampire measles to the other kids?
He's
Yeah.
That's what that girl died from. That's what
I
she
didn't think she died from the measles, but she died definitely from not eating. I know that much.
Well, she died.
Measles.
Well, I mean, if they don't eat, you saw that, you got
The measles-
Valentino and Natasha. They didn't eat for the longest time. All they
That's
needed was
true.
blood to, regenerate.
Yeah, that's
Right.
true.
But also here, the measles, when untreated, is, a fairly, it's a moderately lethal virus. It
Right.
can kill.
Right.
And
But he had the measles and what else did he have? Pneumonia.
Oh, yeah,
At the
okay.
same time.
He had a
Yeah,
lot
that
of-
makes more sense because I
Yeah,
was
well-
like, I don't think the measles you start coughing up white phlegm.
it doesn't matter if she got the pneumonia as well or not. But as far as the measles go, she's not eating. She's weak.
Right.
I mean, if you are fully given the proper nutrients, fluids, you eat properly and all that stuff, you can still die from the measles. If you don't eat and don't drink and all that stuff, you're definitely going to fucking die.
Yeah.
So
it's-
that's what happened.
It's really interesting too, because when we were talking, I know Nikki and Rachel were the two most adamant, speaking that they were not going to turn that kid, into a vampire, and it ended up playing out really well, and I'm actually really happy with the direction it went in. In the end,
I think it could have been fine without it.
but I still don't think it's over.
No, it's not. Obviously not over.
Because it's not going to be because she wants Donovan to go in there and get what's his fuck's body.
Mhm.
yeah, she doesn't know the kids are in there.
Right.
No, she doesn't.
So soon as
Most people
she
don't know
opens
the
a
kids
door,
are in there.
No,
Either
just-
the kids are dead.
James
Because
Patrick March
Ramona-
doesn't even know the kids are in there.
No, either
Oh.
the kids are dead because Ramona ate them, and Ramona's like some kind of psycho, kind of sicky vampire now. We don't know what's happened.
No.
No, but as soon as Donovan or the Countess opens the door, what are they going to get? They're going to get a tidal wave of sickly children coming out at them.
Mm-hmm.
Or
If
like I
Ramona
said, we
didn't
don't
eat them.
know. Yeah, she didn't eat them. So we don't know
Or
what's gonna happen.
assuming either of them are still alive to open the door.
That's true.
Right.
Yeah, there's that. I mean, from the previews, it looked like the Countess was walking around, but she could also, she has unfinished business. She could have been.
Oh yeah, she definitely has unfinished business. So she ended up dying in the Iris Liz gun blazing battle. Like,
Which
she'll
was
still be
beautiful.
walking around. Yeah. So it's not to say just because she's in the preview doesn't mean she didn't die.
Yeah,
No.
I didn't say that.
Right.
I said she could
Right.
have.
No, I'm confirming your theory.
Yeah.
So, I mean, John and Alex were the ones that like tricked all the kids into going to the hotel in the first place. They're the ones that sealed them up. They're the only people that know about this right now. So, I think because of Sally's role in all this, like she approaches John, she's trying to get back to John. She's calling herself a whore. I'm just the whore. You come on my tits. Like that, that's her whole definition of being a whore. And she's like, I will kill you. I will kill Alex. Whatever I have to do. Like,
But she can't do anything because she can't leave the hotel.
right. And John and Alex leave the hotel.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Then that's what I said. She's screaming, I will kill you. Like, not if he never comes back, you won't.
yeah, and Alex is just like,
gonna be back.
what? And he's just like, just keep going. Like, just keep
Just
walking.
ignore her.
Yeah. So
we know
she's
he's
gonna
gonna-
want to know what the hell was going on with that. So how is John gonna explain that
Maybe,
one off?
maybe not. We don't know. Alex might just be like, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, she is a lot different now that she's a vampire. I mean, that kind of happens anyways.
Mm-hmm.
In any vampire lore, you change completely.
Mm.
But, I mean, she still has morals, because she wouldn't have saved Max in the hospital.
Right.
Otherwise, she would have just let him die.
She was still looking for a divorce too at the start of this, so who's to say she's not still? Just because she left with John doesn't mean she's still not going to be looking for divorce.
And who's to say John's not going to kill her because, the whole last one, what is adultery or something like that?
No.
Or murder?
Kill.
Kill a murderer.
Yeah, thou shalt not kill is the last one. So I still like the theory we had last week
Kill himself.
or the week before where, he's going to kill himself.
Yeah.
It's
basically-
probably not that.
Basically, I was telling Nikki because she just watched the movie 7 for the first time. I know when we started this podcast and we were talking about the 10 Commandments, she admitted she'd never seen the movie 7. 7 is based off the 7 deadly sins, and spoilers, the end of the movie has the villain basically get himself killed to complete the series of murders. So if that was to go here in the 10 Commandments, that would kind of like fulfill the murders as well. It'd be a nice end cap to it. Even
And
though
was
James
screw
Patrick March
March
has
over.
plans for more murders after this, but
Yeah.
this'll give John
Closure.
Yeah, like so he could die and not have to relive and be through everything.
Yeah,
First
true.
and foremost, he was a father and a cop. He had morals. He had his personal goals. And I think him killing himself will just be like him realizing, I've done wrong. This is what I have to do to make things right.
Yeah.
That pissed off March. Because March
of
can't
course
do
it would.
anything.
No.
And especially if Liz and Iris have anything to do with it, he ain't getting anybody else.
See, and funny enough, the movie 7 was supposed to have a sequel called 10. And Brad Pitt was not coming back for it. Morgan Freeman was. Morgan Freeman was supposed to, this is why it never went through. Morgan Freeman was supposed to gain, psychic powers somehow. And it was it started going way out of the realm of what 7 was. So I'm glad that it never saw the light of day. But it was called 10, and it was obviously going to be based off of the 10 Commandments, which is really only the logical place to go, after 7 went. So this, to me, almost feels like a sequel to Seven. And, though it doesn't have Brad Pitt and Morgan Freeman in it, I'm happy with the direction it's going, but I want to see that parallel to Seven. So I would love if they did that. So,
I mean, if he did, offing himself, yes, could, but I can also see him offing Alex, because technically she did kill that kid.
yeah.
But
I mean,
then,
it doesn't even have to be John to kill himself.
Mm-mm.
Like, James Patrick March could get mad and kill John, and that would still
I don't
complete
think he
it.
will. I don't think he would.
No, John's his pet.
Yeah, I don't
If John
think
does
he
something to piss him off or backs him into a corner where he has no other choice, then he
will. No,
could.
because then he's left searching again.
Yeah, but he could continue to search. It took
It's
him how
taken
long,
how
but he still
long?
found John. So if John's not going to want to cooperate, what's the point in keeping John alive?
Well, if John
Double
never goes
true.
back to the hotel, March has nothing. He can't do anything about it.
Yeah, if he doesn't come back. I'm saying
He's
if he
going
does.
back.
Well, of course
then
he's going back.
What happens if, how Iris and Liz said they want to just revamp the whole entire hotel? Well, revamping the whole entire hotel means finding all of March's secrets. Maybe that's what's keeping him there. That's his unfinished business.
We'll
is
figure
all the
out.
secrets in the hotel. And if they reveal all the secrets, will he just leave?
Well, it seems like more of James's unfinished business is
The killings.
the commandment, the 10 Commandment killings. He's the one that started it. He's looking.
Yeah, but because
finish
if that's his unfinished business, then he wouldn't have anything else left.
Right.
Maybe he wants to be free, because, that is kind of a hellhole.
Well, yeah, but he's also been talking. He's also talking about what they're going to do afterwards.
That is true,
Oh.
too.
And the other thing is maybe Iris and Liz will, go on some little search to figure out why this hotel, why the building has, anybody killed in it. If they have unfinished business, they come back.
Maybe they'll just have some priests come in.
I don't
and
think
bless
they're
it.
ever going to give an answer to that, though.
Yeah.
Because
they never did with Murder
Yeah,
House either.
Murder House didn't have an answer to why those people stayed there.
Hey, I'd like an answer into what the fuck that, desire demon thing is.
Yeah, I think we'll find out.
I saw a flash of it again when
Yeah, it was
Behind
it was
Sally,
flashes of
Sally
today.
was flipping
The
out.
diction demon,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Drildo, as you like to call him.
Yep. And then I think probably the most interesting and most compelling of the stories that were told here was the story of Liz and her son Douglas.
Mm-hmm.
I really loved how that played out.
When the second time when he's at the bar, he's like, "It's okay, Dad. It's not that hard to tell." And I was like,
I don't know. I thought he was gonna shoot him, or back at the hotel, he opened up his door, bam. Yeah, I don't know, because the way he was saying at the hotel, or even at the bar, he was just like, well, you left me, kind of thing, almost kind of giving him an end speech.
It was-
That's
yeah.
what feeling.
I felt
I was
more
just
of it
oh,
was like
no,
a
he
jest.
got me
You know,
I
it's
was-
like,
I was on the same track.
yeah. I don't know, it seemed like all in good fun, like when with family and stuff, you get away with certain jokes that, you can't get away with anyone else.
Yeah,
And
it's been 31 years.
yeah, but still, even so, it seems like that's kind of Douglas' sense of humor.
It's a lot
It's
of-
like, I'm gonna
"It's a lot
joke
of
with
healing
you.
time, too."
Yeah, I'm gonna joke with you about a serious subject. That's like what I do. Like, you take the most serious subject and you have to joke about it. You have to make it into a light, bit of humor.
like-
But it didn't seem like to. I was really afraid that he was going to.
It's
Mhm.
like
The
when I get
office.
in an argument with Mike and I threaten to stab him because he's wrong about a show, and then Dom just makes a joke about it and laughs.
So like,
what did we?
it was Coven when we were talking about Coven, and it was
Yeah,
We're like-
I know. But what did we do before, honey? Same vein, and we just looked at each other and we're just like,
she,
I don't even remember.
She
It
threatened
was
to
an
murder
hour.
you, and I ended the show by saying, "We'll find out next week if we need to call the cops." Like, that's the only way to make a light situation out of that.
Yeah.
In the spirit of American Horror Story,
Yeah, I don't know if we could get away with saying that on any other podcast.
oh no,
No.
It just really fit this one.
smack you and the other ones.
Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, no, is because especially the way the maid was spinning everything, like, what? Oh my god, this. She was adorable, but the way she was spinning everything to Liz, like, it made it seem like, there's no chance that Douglas is going to accept her.
Well, she comes from a different time. In the 20s,
No, I
that's
know.
what it was.
But
That,
it was still
Oxygen is
seeding
right
that.
in the detergent.
It was still seeding that into your brain, though, that Douglas
Mm-hmm.
was not going to approve of Liz. You know, so
I do. I love it. And
I'm glad it
when
went the
she's
other
like,
way.
yeah, when she said, "Now I give you, I did what you wanted. Now you give me." I was like, "What? Oh God, what does the maid want?" And then he gives her the laundry detergent.
Gives her OxyClean.
I was like, "Oh my God!" She's like,
No, the best is when they get her the washer dryer and she's like, "No more ringing, no more
I know.
ringing. How do I use it again?"
She was
There's
so
even
excited.
a setting for delicates. But I mean, if this lady can get stains out of things, she's got some crazy method that doesn't work for the majority of us. So, like, her supernatural cleaning abilities might not work when she's using equipment, you know?
I know, but look,
Natural cleaning
look,
ability.
but think about it. You're from the
What's
19...
your superpower? Cleaning?
Fresh linens.
Someone who did the laundry for a living in the 1920s, coming to this timeline and seeing a brand new washer dryer, like a stacked unit, they're gonna fall on their knees and thank the heavens.
Yeah, oh no, for sure. But I'm just
Either
saying,
that
like,
or they're gonna have a stroke from just like the
but
sheer...
I'm saying, even
Well,
with
she's
our new
already had,
technology these days, that amount of blood that she's gotten out of sheets before would never come out of white sheets. Even with our technology, even with OxyClean, like, it would not come out fresh
But
and looking
she
new.
was trying to get the blood out of those one sheets, and I kept popping back.
Yeah.
It was really weird.
Well, that's because the
Thing
room
is,
was possessed or
She
something.
can get blood out of sheets, but could she get cherry Kool-Aid?
That's a good question. Because cherry Kool-Aid doesn't come out of anything.
It dyes your intestines red for
Yeah.
a long time.
Yeah.
I'm making that up. I don't know if it does.
Oh.
It probably does, though.
It does. So.
Poop rainbows.
Eat cherry Kool-Aid powder. You'll poop red for a week.
And then follow up by some orange, and then some yellow, and then you'll have like rainbows, just like the unicorn.
There's no hashtag
Squad
squatty potty here, okay? None of us are unicorns. Never gonna happen.
Taste the rainbow. Shit the rainbow. New Skittles slogan. Get on that, guys.
Hashtag Virgin Swan. No? What was the line, Mike?
What's virgin?
Oh my god, I forgot. Smoother than a virgin swan.
It'll glide out smoother than a virgin swan.
You'll glide smoother. It'll glide smoother than a virgin swan.
Yeah. If you guys don't know what we're talking about, go on YouTube right now and search Squatty Potty. It is oddly mesmerizing and disturbing all at the same time.
It will make you want rainbow ice cream.
What? No.
Yeah. So, what'd you guys think for a mid-winter break?
This wasn't one.
Mm,
Yes, it
Oh,
was.
we have a week off. You're right.
We have 2 weeks off.
Oh, it is 2? Okay, I'm sorry.
Yes, it does not come back until January 6th.
My bad.
So, yeah, 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
3 weeks. Oh shit! Wow, it is a midwinter.
Yeah,
I never thought Horror Story did this.
they always
I
do.
think
They
they-
always come back for just two to 3 episodes.
I think that's silly.
It is silly.
It is. I mean, but they're not the only show that did it. Heroes did it too.
This is true.
So, but what'd you guys think? Was it a good midwinter break?
I mean, it ended on John, Alex, and Holden leaving the hotel,
And, you know,
and
listen.
Donovan and the Countess being filled with holes, possibly. So I mean, yeah, they left us on some good cliffhangers.
Yeah. Yep, for sure. I have something in my eye and it won't come out.
Picture
But
Yeah. Contact.
yes, it was my contact. In 3 weeks, we'll be come back with episode Battle Royale.
Yeah.
Ramona draws vitality from an unlikely source. Sally uses her past to negotiate her future, and Sally learns the truth of her family's affliction.
Scarlet.
Or Scarlet, yeah. Sorry, I took my
You
contact
said
out.
Sally.
I took my contact out.
You can't see.
I can't see anything.
Well, draws vitality from wait, she's eating the kids.
No, I mean, what's it say? I can't see. It says
She draws vitality from an unlikely source.
Sally uses
unlikely.
her. Yeah, unlikely.
I mean, it's unlikely. So, I mean, we know what is likely because the kids are right in front of her.
Mm-hmm.
So, something that's unlikely, meaning not the kids.
Well, people wouldn't think that she would eat kids.
I do.
But she's not the Countess. The Countess wouldn't eat kids, but this bitch would.
I just see the situation. I mean, we've already been shown the kids are in the hallway with Ramona. So, for her to eat the kids just seems like it's going to happen anyway. So, when they say unlikely, it's something that we're not seeing. We haven't seen it yet.
Quite possible.
Maybe there's rats in the hallway.
Or maybe she gets out and then she, becomes partners with Liz and Iris.
Well, I mean, there was that little
would be
scene
fun.
in the promo where, what's the actress? Oh, I saw her in the promo. I was like, oh, they should have brought her in earlier. But knowing her schedule was just crazy. But she walks in and Iris goes, oh, dinner's served. So maybe they're talking about Ramona. Maybe they're talking about the kids.
Could be. Hopefully it's not the kids because measles.
Measles. Nobody wants measles.
Yeah.
No one wants that.
So I think that about does it. Nikki, where can the people find you?
And they can find me on Twitter at LadyVenom24, LadyVenom24.
Excellent. Mike, where can the people find you?
Same place, Twitter at Thilladren, THILLADREN.
Rachel, where can the people find you?
They can find me on Twitter at Savannah17, on Twitch at Savannah.
Excellent. You can find out whether or not I got whatever's in my eye out at Phenomedom, PHENOMEDOM.
Are you really going to tweet about that? 'Cause
I will.
we're gonna
I will.
find
I
out.
will tweet as soon as I get it out of my eye. You think I'm kidding? I'm gonna do it.
Stay tuned for that stupid tweet.
That developing bit of information. You can also find us all on Facebook, Gmail, G+, Twitter, MySpace, and right here on YouTube at /ASOTV podcast for some more podcasts for some of your favorite TV shows. Until January.
Mm-hmm.
See you guys next year.
Next year.
Next year.
Next year, more butts.
I hope there's no butts in the new year.
Butts in the new. There are new butts in the new year.
No.
Exactly at 12:01, January 1st, 2016. There's gonna be butts everywhere.
If anybody tweets me pictures of their butts, I hate all of you.
Everyone, do it! Do it!
Oh God, I am not going near your Twitter for at least till June.
Neither am I.